evening. I'm joining you live here on the special edition of 6 p.m. Prime on India Today. From outside Mallikarjun Kharge's residence in the national capital, there's been non-stop political activity here. I've been joining you live from 11 a.m. in the morning, getting you all the latest updates, and over the next 1 hour in this special double broadcast. Nabila joining us from Bengaluru and me from Delhi. We're going to round up for you all the latest updates, all the political twists and turns.
Well, in Karnataka is waiting with bated breath to hear the Chief Minister of Karnataka. Who's really going to be the man? Is it DK or Sidda or Congress pulling off a surprise? Maybe Mallikarjun Kharge. You never know. Protests have erupted in parts of Karnataka where they're asking for a Dalit Chief Minister for the first time. Kharge is Dalit. The confusion only prevails and the suspense continues. We're going to take you through all the updates right after the headlines.
More twists and turns in the Karnataka political thriller. Siddaramaiah swearing-in preps in Bengaluru come to an abrupt halt. DK Shivakumar says speculation so far is all wrong. The DK versus Sidda is still very much on.
Can the Congress placate both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar? Rotational Chief Minister formula has been proposed. 2 years for Sidda and 3 for DK Shivakumar. Can this move come back to harm the Congress, and more importantly, will the leaders agree to this pact?
Let's get you the other stories also that we're tracking this hour. The Supreme Court seeks fresh status report from Manipur government days after a deadly clash, asks what steps were taken in wake of the sectarian violence.
A day after he got bail, massive police deployment outside Imran Khan's Lahore residence. Will the ex-Pakistan Prime Minister be arrested again?
Supreme Court refuses SEBI a 6-month extension in Adani Hindenburg probe, orders the regulator to file a report before 14th August. Next hearing in the case is now in July.
After Biden calls off his Australia visit over US economic crisis, Australian Prime Minister cancels Quad meeting in Sydney.
And the big breaking news that's coming in right now is that the Congress is in no hurry to go ahead and figure out who the next Chief Minister of Karnataka will be. What does that mean? It means that talks, meetings, huddles will continue for the next 48 hours. So there will be no announcement for the next 48 hours from the High Command. Both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar for the next 2 days will stay put in the national capital. They will remain in Delhi, but they've been clearly told by the Congress High Command not to make any public statements, not to make any overtures that cause embarrassment to the party, not to make comments on what the inside details are of these meetings. Congress High Command telling us right now that all options are on the table. The main objective, as Surjewala himself said, is consensus, unanimity and unity. At this point, both leaders have refused to relent, and that's why there are different combinations and permutations that are being worked out. But this is going to be a long-drawn fight. We thought we'd hear it yesterday. We thought we'd hear it today. Now we're picking up, and Sagaraj is getting us those details, that Sagai, this could take another 48 hours. Sagai, if you can hear me, take us through what your sources are telling you. We're looking at a 48-hour delay now.
Yes, absolutely. The modalities have been worked out between the AICC leaders for DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, and whatever the proposal which was been denied by both the leaders. It is the AICC leaders are in dilemma that what will be suiting better for the leaders, and they have even instructed them to refrain from making any kind of public statement or media statement in the days to come unless they finalize with the modalities what will be given to DK Shivakumar and what will be given to Siddaramaiah.
Okay, interesting. So this is not going to die down anytime now. This drama, this political twist and turns is going to continue. But the Congress clearly then is in no hurry, Sagai. They're going to take their own time. And in the meanwhile, we're hearing Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar will not be budging from Delhi. Sagai, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, Yeah, Sagai, quick question to you, which is that can you confirm for us that Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar won't be flying back to Bengaluru anytime now?
No, according to sources, they have been asked them to, the AICC have asked both of them to stay back in Delhi unless they come up with some kind of solution for this. They have to come up with some kind of modalities, what will work out for both of them. Unless they come up with them, they have been asked to stay back in Delhi.
All right, well, let's cut across to those who are in Delhi. Amit Bharadwaj has in fact been tracking all the developments coming in from DK Suresh's residence and Mallikarjun Kharge's home, where all these hectic parleys were underway. Any word? There's no word, in fact, right now on the Chief Minister's post. Amit, apparently it's going to take another 48 hours, basically 2 more days for the CM's name to be announced. And that would mean DK Shivakumar there in Delhi a little longer, and so will Siddaramaiah. All those special flights has been arranged for Siddaramaiah. DK also was likely to leave today if things went his favor. All of that now put on hold. It's now a 2 more day wait, which is excruciating to say the least.
Well, Namila, this is a sort of a crusade which both the camps are fighting out right now. You know, eventually which camp wins is to be seen. The suspense is not over until it's over, at least in the national capital right now. We were pretty sure, the sources had confirmed us that Siddaramaiah will be the chief minister. He'll get another chance to become the chief minister of Karnataka with this historic mandate that the Congress party has gotten around this time. But, you know, that's when a DK Shivakumar camp got into action. DK Shivakumar himself went to 10 Janpat to meet Rahul Gandhi, made his case out, and after that he rushed to 10 Rajaji Marg, the Congress president's residence, and stayed there for nearly 2 hours. And I'm sure the kind of, you know, we can decode with the body language itself the kind of conversation that had happened inside the 10 Rajaji Marg residence of Mr. Kharge. That Mr. Randeep Surjewala had to step out and tell the media that don't trust the speculations. And out here, Akshita, DK Shivakumar's
and
camp
it wasn't,
is still waiting,
I believe it wasn't just a message, Amit, to the media persons. It was a message to the rest of the Congress as well, because Congress leaders themselves were announcing to the media that it's a done deal, 6 p.m., few hours, you can expect clarity. Even the KPCC working president, Ishwar Khandre, had said that at about 12ish, that you can expect a decision today. So clearly there was a turnaround where the Congress met with DK Shivakumar. They perhaps didn't expect that kind of a reaction, which is unbelievable that they didn't expect it in the first place. I want to bring in Shibimol. She's joining us live from Siddaramaiah's stronghold, from his constituency of Varuna. Where Shibi, today when the decision and at least the news started doing the rounds that Siddaramaiah is the next chief minister, I'm sure celebrations broke out there.
Well, exactly, Akshita. In fact, when in around 11 o'clock we got the news that Siddaramaiah will be the next Chief Minister of Karnataka, and we saw visuals of celebrations coming in from Varuna, the stronghold of Siddaramaiah. But by the time we were here, there was confusion. The suspense was still going on like a thriller film. It's been like a thriller film right now. But here we spoke to his family, his villagers, everybody who were like hoping that an official announcement will be out soon, where Siddaramaiah will be announced as the next Chief Minister. In fact, I have with me his brother as well as his friend here. I'll get a word from them. So when I was talking to them in the beginning, they were telling me that Siddaramaiah has done a lot of work, especially for Varuna and especially in the rural Karnataka. He has understood the pain of, DK Shivakumar has also worked well, but it's Siddaramaiah who should be the Chief Minister is what they said. Sir, DK avaru kuda CM agada ಆಸೆಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ என்ன சொல்றீங்க?
ಇವರಿಗೆ ಬರೋದು ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ತದ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಡಿ ಕೆ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಟೈಮ್ ಅದ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅವರು. ಈ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಆಗೋದು ಈಗ.
So that's one thing they've been telling me. DK Shivakumar is young compared to Siddaramaiah, so he has a lot of time. So possibly he has more time and he should, he can wait patiently. This time again, Siddaramaiah should be given a chance, considering that he's already declared that this is his last stint at the elections. But yeah, so that's one thing they've been saying, that both of them have worked, but Siddaramaiah, considering his experience and considering his age, he should be given a chance. And this village here, right now it's calm, but sometime back it was celebrating, Siddaramaiah's announcement.
A Chief Minister.
As the Chief Minister, and they're hoping that as soon as
when it comes to Chief Minister, age is usually is usually less of a factor here. It's more about who's more deserving. And considering that DK Shivakumar has really strategized and won this party this kind of number of 136, which has not been seen before in at least 4 decades in Karnataka, certainly he has that kind of conviction when asking the High Command for the Chief Minister's post. On the contrary, yes, Siddaramaiah has worked really hard. He has mass appeal because of his caste background. He comes from the Yoruba community, so he has the OBCs, the Dalits, and even the minorities to a large extent, because he strategized, he put together the Ahinda strategy, which worked for the Congress here in Karnataka. So on both areas there is merit. Age is less of a factor, but ultimately, who does the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge decide? And Rahul Gautam, who's been tracking all those developments right from outside Kharge's house. Rahul, you've been really keeping a close watch on all the movements outside Kharge's residence. Tell us a little more on who came in, who went out, whose body language looked a little stiff, and whose was fairly calm. Tell us both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar, between who did you see some kind of anger and frustration?
Well, right now I am in front of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge's residence, and the leaders are making a beeline here. They're coming here since early morning. The KPCC working president was here. Mr. DK Shivakumar, he spent 2 hours here, while holding deliberations with the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. And apart from these two, there are many leaders who also came here. Obviously, spoke with Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge and tried to resolve this issue, which is obviously not reflecting good as far as the High Command is concerned. And what we are learning from our sources, that the meeting that Rahul Gandhi took with Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar was a pure courtesy meet. No politics were were discussed over there. It was only later on a call was made to Mr. Siddaramaiah, and he was informed that he has been selected, or he has been chosen one. And then after that, Mr. DK Shivakumar came straight away at 10 Rajaji Marg. He spoke with Mallikarjun Kharge, and if you remember, this is the time when Randeep Singh Surjewala stepped out from 10 Rajaji Marg. He spoke with the media persons that that nothing has been finalized so far. Everything is still under consideration. Deliberations are still underway, and one should not speculate or resort to rumor mongering. Maybe this was an attempt on the part of High Command to again placate DK Shivakumar. Now, what we are learning from our sources, that they've already
Correct.
made up their mind, but they are not going to announce it until and unless DK Shivakumar is on board, because obviously they would not want Karnataka to become Rajasthan
and,
or
you know, from what we're hearing, considering they're saying 48 hours, it looks like they consider and they are looking at this taking a lot more time. They think that maybe it could take a day or two to at least convince DK Shivakumar right now. Rahul, Amit, stay with us. Lots that's happened. Since 11 a.m. I've been camping here and there's been non-stop political activity, non-stop meetings that have taken place. Let's round up all those updates for you. DK Shivakumar and Mallikarjun Kharge's meet ended after 2 hours. DK Shivakumar didn't respond to any of the questions after his meeting with Kharge, only maintained that no decision has been taken. According to sources, DK has rejected any post of Deputy CM and is going to remain in Delhi till the matter is resolved. What's DK Shivakumar's idea of a compromise, you ask? Well, he says that if he can't be a full-term CM, he wants to be the CM first. Sources reveal that DK Shivakumar has remained defiant and has said he wants the first half of the tenure as CM if this tenure sharing pact between him and Siddu is something that the High Command is adamant on. Questions of will they not have a swearing-in ceremony tomorrow, and a result of that was that preparations kicked off in Bengaluru's Kantirava Stadium and then it was put on hold. The posters, all of the seating, carpeting, all of that was put up and then stopped abruptly and people started leaving. With news coming in that the decision by the Congress High Command could take another 2 days at least, what we're hearing is that both Siddaramaiah as well as DK Shivakumar are going to stay put in the national capital till an official announcement is made by the High Command. Expect more huddles, more meetings to happen soon. Congress High Command will be meeting with all the stakeholders yet again. And we're talking about observers, we're talking about the Karnataka in charges, all coming together to brainstorm and figure out how to overcome this current stalemate. So tomorrow, a series of meetings once again that have been lined up.
All right. You know, Akshita, what we've seen in Karnataka here was actually slightly hilarious, slightly embarrassing and very disappointing. It's a mix of all of these factors because as soon as Siddaramaiah's name was even, there was a lot of speculation that he is going to be the Chief Minister, that announcement is just about due to come in. That's when celebrations broke out big time right here at Siddaramaiah's residence. At Kantirava Stadium, there were full preparations that were rolled out. There were red carpets rolled out, chairs that were arranged, and now it's come to a grinding halt. I'm going to cut across to Sagai Raj, who's been tracking the ceremony preparations, the swearing-in ceremony preparations that was all underway, which now it appears they've got a direction to stop it right away. Another 2 days wait, it appears. Let's cut across Sagai Raj, bringing this ground report.
Everything, and you can see the track over here. This red color track had a red carpet for the invitees, but now it has been removed and there were frills of saffron and green color on top of that particular stage. Even that has been removed, and the contractor has instructed that the government officials have asked them to stop unless they don't get the next instruction. They should not continue their work because it was on a fast phase because they have to complete the work by tomorrow afternoon, but now it has been halted. You can see here, these are the barricades which has been removed. It was all put here. Now it has been removed, and unless they get the next instructions from the government officials as well as from the contractors, the crews have asked not to continue with the work. And what we also get to learn through our sources from the police department, that they have asked to deploy police personnel outside the stadium from this evening around 5 p.m. for bandobast. Even that has been postponed. They have asked the control room to put on hold unless they get the instructions instructions again from their senior officers.
And that report essentially puts the spotlight on all of the confusion, all of the chaos that the Congress has let spread. Sagai, you were there at the Kantirva Stadium and you watched it unfold before your eyes, how the preparations began and then suddenly stopped and then they started wrapping things up. And that was the exact moment perhaps that the Congress realized, look, it's not as easy as we assume that we'll tell Siddaramaiah our decision, we'll tell DK Shivakumar our decision and everyone will be on board. So clearly they didn't think this through. They didn't realize that DK Shivakumar was so adamant in his ways and was so clear and ambitious that he wanted to become the Chief Minister.
See, Akshita, let me share you with one of the stories which I learned in Kantirva studio. I was doing a live reporting outside the stadium and the preparation was happening inside. And they asked media to get out and we all came out because we are causing a lot of problem for them to put the carpet and everything. So we were reporting outside for 30 minutes and 30 minutes they have asked them to stop. So I was checking once Randeep Surjewala made an announcement saying that it will not be happening for next 48 hours. I was checking with one of the event management whether there is any kind of preparation happening inside for your event or oath taking ceremony, and that gentleman said that it is for oath taking ceremony, and suddenly everything has been halted and the event management, they had a program on Sunday. Now their work is at full swing, but the oath taking ceremony has been stopped. It has been halted unless the next instructions given to the contractor. Contractor has instructed the crew members not to continue with any kind of preparation. There were barricades, there were chairs, there were red carpet, green carpet, everything, and there were also frills of in saffron and green color, which is a theme of Congress flag, and even that was being removed on the first floor of that particular stadium, and they have been instructed not to continue with any kind of preparations unless they give any kind of instruction. Even the police, which was supposed to be deployed.
So, you know, when Surjewala comes out, Sagai, when Surjewala comes out and says that, you know, media is speculating that we've been creating all of this hype and creating this narrative that a decision has been taken, that's not true. The Congress also thought that a decision has been taken. The Congress also, and many of the leaders we spoke to, said this is a done deal. By this evening you'll get an announcement. So there's been a rethink in that 2-hour time, in that 2-hour gap when DK Shivakumar was here meeting with Mallikarjun Kharge. Yes, Sagai.
Absolutely, that is the reason, and that is the reason that the government officials had given instruction to the contractors, and that is the reason government officials have spent so much of money to get all those materials to the stadium, and that is the reason you had IPS rank officer, DCP, traffic commissioner at the stadium to take cognizance and to cordon the areas, to make all kind of arrangement to make traffic free, because they had only 24 hours to make huge arrangements in the Kantirva stadium. All these people came with the first instruction from the officials when they got instruction from the concerned politician, and later on it was put on hold. After
that establishes, Nabila, if I can bring you in as well, what all of this establishes, this chaos, this back and forth, is that Congress assumed DK Shivakumar is a yes man, which is true. He is a yes man. But at the same time, he also has ambitions. He's a yes man with ambitions. And that's where they got things wrong. I think we've lost Nabila. We'll reconnect with her in just a bit. But this is exactly what has been highlighted by all of the confusion that was caused at Kantirva Stadium. And it was clear that the Congress assumed that tomorrow at 3:30 they would be able to go ahead with the swearing-in ceremony. What we're also picking up right now is that it's not just one person, but reportedly the Congress now, considering they're going to take another 48 hours, and I'd like to bring in Amit on this, is that, Amit, they're going to be figuring out some other portfolios as well, and that could perhaps include, if DK Shivakumar agrees to this Deputy CM post, his portfolios as well could be decided over the next 48 hours so that there's complete clarity on who holds on to what now.
Well, absolutely right, Akshita. You know, at least there's a delay of 48 hours, or there's a window of 48 hours now, so to say, in the national capital for the decision to be taken whether Mr. Siddaramaiah is going to take the office of the Chief Minister and whether Mr. DK Shivakumar is going to stick with Deputy Chief Minister's office. And if that happens, what are the portfolios that he will be given out? And along with that, remember the kind of mandate that Congress party has gotten this time around. They'll have to accommodate ministers in the cabinet from different communities, including the Lingayats, the Vokaligas, the other OBCs and the Dalits, as well as the Muslim community from the state of Karnataka. One thing very important, as you were mentioning, Akshita, you know, possibly the Congress party believed and assumed that Mr. DK Shivakumar is going to agree to the decision sooner or later within the span of 2 days, which is yesterday and today. That did not happen. I remember an incident speaking to Mr. DK Shivakumar back in 2018, where I had asked him about his aspirations of becoming the chief minister of the state, because this buzz, you would remember, had started back then itself, and he was pretty clear in 2018 itself, where he said that, you know, I'm ready to wait, I'm a patient man, and age is on my side, and I'll do what my party needs me to do. So possibly, you know, 2018,
but he believes this is his best chance. This is his best chance of becoming the chief minister, which is why he's putting up this kind of a fight. Nabila, you spoke to DK Shivakumar. When you had the conversation, did you anticipate or get a sense that this is how ambitious and this is how adamant DK Shivakumar is going to be, or that he'd essentially, you know, be a walkover for the High Command and he'd give in to the Congress High Command simply because he's a congressman?
You know, looking at the way DK Shivakumar has positioned himself, initially he said, I will take whatever the High Command grants me, I trust the High Command, it's in the High Command's hands, etc. More than anything, it appears that DK Shivakumar was very confident in the High Command choosing him. Little did DK Shivakumar think that the High Command will actually contemplate and actually choose Siddaramaiah over him, and that Siddaramaiah will be preference for the High Command. This has certainly come as a slight surprise for DK Shivakumar, because he still banks on that one word that Sonia Gandhi had given him while he was in Tihar, saying, almost promising that if you bring Congress to power in Karnataka, I will give you the chief minister's post. So more than anything else here, DK Shivakumar is mighty shocked. He did not expect that the Congress High Command would actually even choose or even act as if they're confused in front of him. Which is why we believe that DK Shivakumar, whose demeanor and mannerisms are so confident, eventually turned out to be aggressive, angry, disappointed, and then he even chose not to go. In fact, 2 days ago, he sat back. He was summoned by the High Command. He decided to cancel that trip. He stayed back in Bengaluru, and that was one form of rebellion. It was a very subtle way to show that I'm not agreeing with what the High Command's decision is, and therefore I will not go. I don't want anything. It was all a speculation that he's also going to quit as the KPCC president.
Correct.
That speculation broke out as well, because DK Shivakumar said, I don't want anything. I'll stay as an MLA. That's what he had said. So looking at this situation here, clearly the High Command now very confused and have sought a little more time. But let me tell you a quick word, Akshita. This is really demeaning the electorate here. Those people who really voted the Congress to this kind of overwhelming victory, it's actually demeaning their vote for the Congress party if the Congress is not able to decide on who the chief minister is in the next 24 hours.
They're saying it will take 48 hours, so we'll see how that really pans out. But let's highlight for you what happens. DK Shivakumar right now is saying that, look, there's no question of me rebelling, backstabbing, blackmailing, none of that. But the reason that the Congress High Command wants to ensure that he's happy, that he is pacified at this point, is because they're looking at the larger picture of 2024. DK Shivakumar all along said, I listen to what the High Command says. But that's why he's putting up a fight with that very High Command. Not saying anything to the media, but making it clear to them that you give me the Chief Minister throne or nothing. I won't rebel, but I most definitely won't be happy. I want to play out an excerpt of the conversation that Nabila had before DK Shivakumar touched down here in Delhi, what he said about his CM ambitions and how directly he said, I want to be the CM, but I will listen to the High Command.
We really want to know if DK Shivakumar, for all that work he's done, the way he's dragged the party from its 90s, the figures that we've never seen in the last few decades, to such a victory where nobody imagined, will you become the chief minister?
Who said? No one imagined. You see all my records.
Yeah.
3 months back I was on record that my number is 136. Later it changed to 141. I have not changed. Even after all, you accept you are in your TV, I think you came up to our expectation.
India Today was the only channel with the exact poll, we could call it.
Yes, you did it.
Yeah.
But that is why I am speaking to you. Otherwise, I have not made you sit in my car. Others also, some of them have done. But you and I see, there were 3 teams working for me, apart from my ACC team. A team of journalists, my own political suffragists, and I have some other system last 10 years. Our sample size was very heavy, not like other sample size. So the sample size also is on record. That is why I was very firm.
Well, you know, sir, today with Congress winning, a lot of new faces have also come, come into the fray. We know that there's a lot of money spent, and there's a lot of talk that DK has absolutely backed them. Would you say so? What would you say to all of them?
Nothing. I have not backed anything. Not backed anyone.
You have. Because of you, a lot of them have won. Is it not true? Your silence says it all.
I'm the party president, that's all.
So we know you're much more than that. So you know, they also want you to take Congress to 2024, which is why there's a lot of clamor around. We want DK to be KPCC president. We want him to continue. Do you think you'll be able to handle 2 posts, Chief Minister's chair as well as KPCC president?
I don't want, just don't step into my shoes which is not connected to me. So I'm least bothered about all those issues. My aim is to deliver Karnataka and next 20 seats for Parliament. That's what.
So it's interesting to note how DK Shivakumar, to every question that Nabila actually asks him, talks about his performance, talks about his track record, talks about how he's delivered. And that is the message he's been sending across to the High Command, saying, look, you wanted me to deliver Karnataka to you, I've done it. Now, are you going to ignore the fact that I delivered what I promised to you? And obviously, the Congress High Command will want to send out that message, Nabila, that anyone who delivers for them is duly rewarded.
I'm right here at Siddaramaiah's residence. I see all flexes being erected for Siddaramaiah in his honor, even before the Congress High Command has actually announced Siddaramaiah's name. We see flexes being erected on the tree behind. I'm unfortunately not going to be able to pan because the camera won't move that far. But Akshita, what a disappointment for supporters here. Milk Abhisheka, Hal Abhisheka, which they do to God, they performed here for Siddaramaiah's portrait. And now with the High Command's dilemma and their confusion, it's left a bunch of these supporters here disappointed. They've already dispersed from this area.
And you know, it was the moment that Surjewala made that comment that everything went mute. Till then, there were celebrations across Karnataka. Here too, I saw supporters gathering. All of that dispersed the moment Surjewala made that comment. But does that mean Siddaramaiah won't be the Chief Minister? Well, the worst scenario for him, if it plays out, is that there's no question of him not being the Chief Minister. But if the High Command gives in to DK Shivakumar's demand of the first 2 years going to DK and then the next 3 years for Siddaramaiah, there's a big question mark on when, if that can actually happen. There's been talk about DK Shivakumar, what a big strategist he is, how he's ensured this win for the Karnataka elections. But you cannot, quite simply cannot take away from the role that Siddaramaiah has also had for the Congress in this election in Karnataka. By virtue of simply being this huge influential mass leader, every constituency that he campaigned in, there was a win. Everywhere he went, massive crowds that have gathered. He has cult status, or as I mentioned earlier, with all of those milk abhishekams, the talaiva of Karnataka politics, if you will. But that's the stature of Siddaramaiah, one of only 3 chief ministers to complete a full term in Karnataka.
Close to 145 kilometers from Bengaluru at Varuna, celebrations have turned into anticipation. When this constituency was carved out after delimitation in 2008, Siddaramaiah contested from here twice, and people chose him each time. In 2018, he vacated the seat for his son Yatindra and contested from his original seat of Chamundeshwari. He lost it. In 2023, for his last electoral battle, he came back to Varuna and won it with a margin of 46,000, defeating his BJP rival V. Somanna. On 13th May, there was a celebration all around. Now Varuna waits in anticipation whether their chosen MLA gets to become the CM for the second time.
The MLAs voted in favor of me. That is what I felt. Well, assessing the situation yesterday, and most of the MLAs, they wanted me to be the Chief Minister of Karnataka.
On May 13th, 2013, Sri Kantirava Stadium was buzzing with fanfare and celebrations. There were 50,000 people who had gathered there. They had come to witness the swearing-in ceremony of the 22nd Chief Minister of Karnataka. The one who would lead the state after the Congress swept to power with a comfortable majority. Siddaramaiah was being sworn in as the CM of Karnataka. He went on to become the second Chief Minister of Karnataka to serve a full term. This time, once again, he hopes that he is the chosen one.
I am confident. I am confident of winning. I am confident of taking more votes, and I think I have all the confidence in High Command.
Believer in social justice and a family man is how the Twitter profile of Siddaramaiah describes him. The 75-year-old heavyweight was born into a Kuruba family in a small village of Mysore. From grazing cattle as a young boy in the village to the top echelons of state politics, Siddaramaiah has come a long way. With no formal school education to begin with, he later went on to study law at the prestigious Mysore University. Deep-rooted in the Janata Parivar, Siddaramaiah was known for his anti-Congress stance. But in a turn of events in 2006, he decided to join Congress when he was expelled for differences with his mentor and then JDS chief H.D. Devagowda. This decision played a pivotal role in his political career. More than a decade and a half later, he once again aspires to become the Chief Minister of Karnataka before he retires from electoral politics.
All right, well, we've seen that of Siddaramaiah. DK Shivakumar is a man who's really managed to strategize this party's future to such an extent that the Congress got 136 seats here in Karnataka, a thumping majority, and that's only why that he is known as a Chanakya for the Congress here in Karnataka. Now, he may be having his back against the wall at this point, but DK Shivakumar is really not someone who will go down without a fight. All the way from striking a tad bit of humility right after the victory for the Congress to, at this point, almost digging in his heels and making the High Command quite clear, making it known to the High Command very clear that he is a CM aspirant, and not just that, will not settle for anything less than the Chief Minister's post. DK Shivakumar has been through quite a lot in the last few days. Let's have a quick look at what's transpired.
From Bengaluru to New Delhi, the Karnataka Congress chief finally undertook the over 2,000-kilometer journey 96 hours after he led his party to election victory. He's made no bones about being a contender for the Chief Minister chair. But with Siddaramaiah tipped to be the front-runner, DK Shivakumar, who was summoned to Delhi, made his intention clear.
I will not backstab also. I will not blackmail also.
Since the landslide victory, an unwell DK Shivakumar has been camping in Bengaluru. But on his birthday, it seemed like his wish to become Chief Minister wasn't coming true.
We all have given an undertaking that we will go by the High Command, leave it to the matter to the High Command. There I stand.
Earlier on Monday, DK even declared that he has the majority.
A man, a single man with courage makes a majority. I have proved it.
The last few days have been a roller coaster ride for DK Shivakumar. On Saturday, he finally gave in to emotions, a rare scene for the seasoned politician like him. But even in the euphoric celebration of a win and emotional momentary slip, DKS remained the Chanakya who didn't get swayed by his supporters' elation. He knows that the battle was won through united effort, and this is not the moment for individual glory. That's the classic move of DK Shivakumar. He is ever conscious of the present ground reality and remains unperturbed in the face of adversities. Right before the Karnataka poll dates were announced, the Congress grassroots leader was embroiled in a controversy over a video going viral where he can be seen throwing cash in a rally. Instead of being defensive, he turned the tables and the poll narrative. The Congress state chief counter-attacked the sitting BJP government for alleged corrupt practices.
Bommai, I don't know, he has to tell about 8 crores of money seized in his own MLA. That he has to answer. He has not answered. The Prime Minister has not answered. He has to answer on 40% commission. He has to answer on PSA scam, which he was the Home Minister. He is the father of corruption in Karnataka.
This Vokaliga leader of Congress has achieved a win that shadows his mentor SM Krishna's record win of 1999. DK Shivakumar is not only SM Krishna's protege but also part of his family after his daughter married the latter's grandson Amartya. In 2023, he emerged as the powerful Congress Vokaliga leader with pan-Karnataka appeal and grassroots organizational capabilities. Bureau Report, India Today.
You know, Akshita, looking at DK Shivakumar's rise in the party and the way he's worked so hard for the Congress and the Gandhi family, he's an absolute loyalist. He does have a great affection from the High Command, and the Gandhi family you know, he is a blue-eyed boy for them. They love DK Shivakumar and really admire the way he has strategized this victory for the party. But at the same time, the Congress is very well aware of the kind of mass support and a mass leader that Siddaramaiah is. What a dilemma that the Congress is now left in, and it's going to be the most excruciating 48 hours for Kannadigas and all those people who voted here in the state, waiting for a chief minister. That cloud continues to remain.
So it's a decision between choosing between a strategist and your mass leader on the ground. And it's not an easy one, clearly, for the Congress High Command, which is why day after day they're continuing to hold these meetings, these huddles, and so far there's been no outcome. Come tomorrow, if this drama still persists, we promise here on India Today to be on the ground and get you all the updates from both Bengaluru and Delhi. But for the moment, this is Nabila and me signing off as we continue to get you the latest updates on the big CM suspense in Karnataka. We on the ground will get you those updates. Thanks for the moment for tuning in. Good night.